Dire team.
There we go. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to game number 2 now of this series. We got Leviathan versus Immortals. Immortals currently up 1-0. Again, really kind of just shows you when a Roshan fight happens, the steal takes place, QO on Storm Spirit gets the Aegis. Not only that, kills Roshan, in fact, as well.
Remaining.
Fight goes very well for Immortals right there, and what was a game looking pretty good for Leviathan swings the other way, and Immortals was not looking back shortly after they ultimately come through. So I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Grant once again in the NA qualifiers here for Summit 8. Seeing who moves on to the finals of these qualifiers. And right now, Immortals in the spot up 1-0 in this best of 3.
When I was looking back at the last game draft and all that, and I realized Leviathan didn't really have a vision hero. While Immortals had Night Stalker as well as Storm Spirit, and I mean, it obviously worked out that Roche fight, but I think Leviathan wants to go another, like, you know, that heavy physical damage. They got to ban the Lich in the second phase, because that Lich did a ton of work, even in that tri-lane.
Yeah. I mean, second pick Lich could be possible from Immortals, I guess, but yeah, if they don't pick it up here, we'll see if that ban comes out from Leviathan or not, but they are going to stick Comfort with the Slaughter. They do take the Puck for themselves as well, which of course was picked up last game by Immortals right there. So the initial bans. Go ahead.
A lot of team fight control. It's just smart. Good Roche control, good laning, good team fight control. Pucks, I mean, that's why you see him first pick, first banned a lot.
We're going back to the previous patch. Necrophos coming out for Immortals. No, but I mean, I know this hero got a lot of nerfs in the patch, but I still feel like this hero has potential to be pretty good, right? Like, it's not like he just got trashed completely. He's just not as crazy as he was in the previous patch.
Yeah, he still gets picked up a little bit. He's still extremely hard to gank. Like, he can still full heal himself pretty much at level 5 if he wants. And his ultimate will always be good.
There was a good point brought up when I was actually having a discussion about this, where the new Spirit Vessel, though, at the same time, also hurts him. So it's not only the nerfs to him, but then if you get a Spirit Vessel against him, obviously you activate it on him when he's trying to heal up, that also will make it that much more difficult to stay alive, actually. So maybe the Slaughter, or perhaps another hero down the line for Leviathan could look to get that, but something.
That's a lot of farm. That's the biggest thing. Spirit Vessel seems good on paper, and then you always want to get on your 4, but that costs a ton of money to upgrade.
And it does. The bans, are they going to ban that Lich? That's what you're talking about. They banned TA. So far, we were talking about that in the previous game. Immortals takes away Ancient Apparition, which obviously could have been good against Necrophos.
One of the best 5s in the game. Winter Wyvern, now AA gone, so something like a Lich definitely will be high on the list, because there's not that many 5 heroes if you think about it anymore, besides Winter Wyvern, AA being tier 1.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I had to think. I mean, we saw the Dazzle did okay last game, and Disruptor, comes to mind.
Dire team back.
Maybe up there on the list for some teams, but yeah, not necessarily at that top tier of the AA and the Winter Wyvern especially. But it is going to be a Dazzle ban, actually, from Leviathan. It's interesting there. The Chaos Knight from Immortals. So there are some supports. Again, the Lich, Disruptor, maybe the ones that come to mind.
Yeah, I think Disruptor, really good on either team. Just one of those heroes, does well in the laning phase, does well late game, actually is worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know. How do you counter Necro? I know you talk about like Spirit Vessel and everything else. He's just one of those heroes, if he has a good start overall, I mean, what can you really do against him? You're almost never going to kill him if he has a start.
Yeah, if he has a start, but maybe, like a Doom comes to mind. Doom's one of those interesting heroes where, again, on paper, it's like, yes, he has the Doom, and it's good against Necro. You do have to get right next to him, though. Can you really get the farm to get the Shadow Blade or whatever you want to get in there to do that in the first place? So, like, if I had to say, I mean, maybe him. I know Monkeys does play it, but it's not a guaranteed either by any means. It's not like a hard counter.
Enchantress.
Damn, Enchantress. So obviously, in NA, when you see it in NA, it's a 50-50. It's going to be in the offlane or a support. I remember for some time, IX, Mike, Universe, everyone played in the offlane, but I think it's just a lot better as a 4 right now, or 5.
Yeah.
And I think Whitebeard plays it, so that's good.
So really, as a 5 position even,
5
interesting.
seconds remaining.
If he plays it as a 5, does he still like basically go to pick up creeps early on, or?
Yeah, I mean, you just like harass the off lane until 1 minute, because I mean obviously that was a little nerf. Creeps not spawning till 1. You harass in lane, go get a creep, harass another lane, and you're fine. I think Puppy, I saw him played in Dream League, and it's pretty much the same hero.
Yeah. All right, well, see how Leviathan does that here to Mortals. see. I guess the
Radiant
third
team
pick now to
pick.
come, and
Disruptor.
there's a disruptor happening. So
Especially with Night Stalker, right? You get that nighttime vision, glimpse just becomes that much better.
true.
That's another thing. When you talk about players like Slayer. I mean, obviously we talk about Garter replacing Sammy Boy, but Whitebeard
10
replacing
seconds
Slayer.
remaining.
Slayer had a very limited for a support. He had a really limited
5
style
seconds
and
remaining.
hero pool. With Whitebeard, he is a micro player, so you open up that Enchantress Shen kind of play.
Okay. Definitely, you know, reminiscent of somebody like a Puppy comes to mind. He plays a lot of that 5 and happens to play a lot of those microing heroes. So, fourth pick for Leviathan. And so, as you're suggesting, Enchantress 5 position perhaps, and that means still need the Monkeys hero, as well as, I mean, I guess they could have Puck in the offlane, though. So, yeah, this draft is definitely not giving away too much here for Leviathan.
It's interesting. It used to be like, oh, Puck's going to be middle, maybe he'll be in the offlane. Nowadays, it feels like Puck's going to be offlane, maybe he'll be in the middle lane.
Yeah. The other way, so 30 seconds there.
Could do a Drow. I think they're thinking about that. They're like, do we get
Dire
another
team
hero?
pick.
Do we go maybe Drow here? No, they go complete opposite. They just get a Juggernaut. Good versus Disruptor, Night Stalker. You get Manta, can't get Silence, can't get Glimpse, even with Spin plus Manta.
See, how does it work now, though, is the new Nullifier item, is that something that you maybe go for
10
against the
seconds
Ghost Shot of
remaining.
Necrophos, or is that kind of a reaction maybe in the later game? But
5
Well, Nullifier
seconds
only affects
remaining.
items, not spells.
oh, so you wouldn't even be able to purge off the...
Oh,
Ghost
I
Shroud,
know.
wait.
You're saying, never mind. Yeah. No, I thought you meant silencing the Ghost Shroud.
No.
It nullify. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, yeah, because I was obviously thinking back to the preview, you know, with the Diffusal Blade that just
Yeah.
took care of it all, but now...
It's still so costly, man. Nullifier seems like you want it in the early game, but it's so costly, and by the time you get it, I mean, Necrophos is like 6 slotted.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely works, but if BSJ has another good start, you could see him going for it after like Manta. You might still go Manta Purge in this game.
Yeah.
Just so good on Juggernaut.
Well, now Immortals dipping into a lot of their time. Again, Necrophos, speaking of him, he's one of those who could be
Radiant
ran in many
team
different ways. There's the Terrorblade making an appearance. Feels like every series we at least see this once here in NA recently. He's kind of popping up here and there.
I like him. I thought we'd actually see it last game, but Terrorblade, he's always that one hero, I think, like when games are going to end at 20 minutes, it's with the Terrorblade.
10
You win one
seconds
fight with a
remaining.
Necro Terrorblade, they just take your base immediately.
Mm-hmm.
The sustain
5
is
seconds
insane.
remaining.
Night Stalker will get that the urn. You'll be fine.
So now bans to follow. Figure, again, is it the off lane or is it the mid bans that's coming out here? I guess if you're Leviathan, you're probably looking to ban an off lane unless they... I mean, the aggressive
Dire
duel in
team
like
back.
Terrorblade, though, at the same time, I know we've been seeing that too. Maybe like the Disruptor Terrorblade up there, even a pseudo Trilene of sorts. Is that something you maybe could expect to see, or you want to safely in the Terrorblade?
You probably want to safe lane the Terrorblade. I think the only team that actually plays it somewhere different nowadays, I mean, we've seen OG do it, but actually Leviathan, Monkeys
10
Forever,
seconds remaining.
inventing the max Q build on Terrorblade. It's definitely
5
something different.
seconds remaining.
That's how he gained so much MMR.
Dire
That
team pick.
that was a day. People complain about Monkeys MMR spamming one hero, but it's Terrorblade middle, maxing Reflection.
It's like, yeah, really, is
Yeah,
that?
I mean, you can do it too if you want. I don't think anyone else could pull it off. But,
Yeah.
Yep, both ban out middle. I mean, obviously, could be offlane. They think it's offlane Necro, but definitely could be middle or offlane.
10
It's so hard to
seconds
ban against a
remaining.
hero like that.
Yeah, that's one of those
Radiant team
cases.
pick.
Let's just ban this annoying hero. Vengeful
Damn.
Spirit.
So it's going to be like an aggro. This could just be a full aggro tri-lane with Terrorblade in the safe lane.
Yeah.
Or it could... Yeah. That's going to be interesting to see how
10
they lane
seconds
this.
remaining.
Yeah, because at the same time, do you really want to leave Terrorblade by himself?
Yeah,
5
exactly.
seconds
He's not really
remaining.
self-sustaining.
Yeah. So it's a little risky there. Yeah, Mortals, very curious with what they're going to choose to do. And a lot, I mean, they don't have much time to react to this now themselves. They're kind of probably going what we're going through. Like, there's no obvious answer of what they're doing. Let's just
You may
pick
now
Medusa.
select
She's a
your
strong hero.
heroes.
That's feels like
We
it's
saw
always a good
Ban in
option.
the last game against him, and now Garter. I mean, we've seen him do a ton of work. Now you have two pretty hard farmers, though. So Puck is going to have to make a lot of space in that. Yeah, that's what his time out. But Garter now farming up. Monkeys Forever probably going to get sacked in this. And it's going to be a lot like last game. I feel BSJ Garter are both going to have really good lanes. And then the other lane, is going to get beat, and as long as they control, don't lose a Roche fight. I'm sure you're fine.
Do not lose that Roshan fight. Yes, I would hope they've learned their lesson from last game. Don't get bashed by Roshan at the last second.
Yeah, both teams have decent Roshan. Slardar obviously can make any team do Roshan quick, but Vengeful plus a medallion, obviously Immortals can do it just as quick, so probably going to be contested. Neither team has as much team fight as last game, though.
Yeah.
Disruptor obviously the best hero here.
So we are going to see the 5 position Enchantress that you're talking about. White Bear playing it here. Get that lane harassment. Again, how are the lanes going to look, though? To find out shortly enough.
I think Leviathan's just going to be the normal. We'll probably see Whitebeard go offlane with Monkeys for a bit, or it could be Nusham. I think we'll definitely see like 2-1-2 from Leviathan, but we'll see if Immortals wants to aggro.
Okay. Again, at the same time, though, this gives you a little more freedom with that TP changes we were talking about in the first game, where now, if you happen to not like the lane matchup for whatever reason, it wasn't as expected, you just use that teleport to, change things up instead. So something that I'm sure we'll see of use in this game, let alone many to come. But into game number 2 we go. Immortals up 1-0 here in this best of 3. Forev on the Vengeful Spirit.
Prepare
Boots
for
first.
battle.
I think they need to do a good job of shutting MP down. I think MP is going to be the super key to this game. Obviously, I mean, look at Terrorblade. Just starts out with a stout chili. He's like, I don't need to get stat items. I get 10 armor straight off the bat. It's always been nuts to me. I mean, low HP, but 10 armor? That's like Sand King's level 20 talent.
Yeah.
Is 10 armor, and Terrorblade's like, well, I'm good.
And then you have Tiny. So Forev's playing the Vengeful Spirit. I mean, got the boots first here. I mean, is he really going to be playing just like a true off-lane Vengeful? Man, that's pretty unique.
Yeah, looks like he's just going to be the Aura bitch this game. Get Aura, help push with TB, get Wave of Terror, and probably like 1-4-4 build, I assume.
30 seconds.
What about Helm of the
to battle.
Dominator on? I know that used to kind of be a somewhat of a go-to build. Speaking of the Aura, you get the Helm of the Dominator. Is that just not good enough right now, you think? Or
it looks like that's what he's going for, possibly. He's going, looks like Aquila, Treads. He's already lined it up. Maybe Mask of Madness, actually. Maybe Helm of the Dominator. It's still really good. I just don't expect this Venge to farm very much, but who knows? Maybe if Dubu helps him lock it down, he's going to block middle, and then we'll see where he goes. Probably throw out a Thunder Strike middle and move lanes.
There's that block. Kyo's going to pick up the bounty rune, TP in, and continue said block here. So the aggressive dual lane of Slaughter and Puck up at the top. So it is that 2-1-2 you're hinting at. Enchantress again gets the enchant, but has to wait till that minute now before she can take anything over.
I wonder what creep. I mean, satyrs are so good early. The big ones. You do that heavy magic damage. You get the not only that, you get the HP regen aura, which is nice. Just park in your lane if you need it.
Yeah. Obviously for kill, something like the Troll or the Centaur, but man, they're just going to spin on him. Yeah, using the enchant to slow. Forev's just going to TP out. So he makes use of the free TP, goes back to base even.
Luckily, the boots first. This is the Dota 1 build. I'm going to get boots because I can run back to base quicker, and well, it works out for him.
Yeah, TP now he can run back to the lane a little bit faster, I guess, but yeah, that is what makes Vengeful Spirit a little bit odd in the offlane, though. He's not a hero that has that easy escape necessarily. And not really the tankiest either, so it's gonna have to be careful.
That's right. They didn't just aggro with the Venge. Like, you can do damage, you can get a lot of kills, but just a solo offlane Venge. I mean, they're fine. I mean, Forev's been sacked since he was on DC. He's used to just not winning his lane and not getting much farm.
What is this? Is White Bear going for a courier snipe here? Middle lane, he's being patient. The courier's coming out with a pattern for the bracers as well as the gauntlet, so
should be free if he sees it.
Going for it.
He sees it.
1, 2. It just sits there. It's like, all right, yeah.
Damn,
right, well played.
Nice play by him.
Yeah, good patience. Wait, do they have this ward? They even have the ward here. Did he smoke in? I guess he might have smoked in. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think he did. Okay. Makes more sense.
Like how Whitebeard pulled the creeps and then pinged him. Whoops. Pulled them almost all the way. But now they're going back. Garter's like, where the hell are my creeps?
Yeah, that's a little awkward, actually. A little unfortunate, but again, the courier snipe, very, very worth. after what just happened. But that does mean Vengeful Spirit was having at least a little bit of time to get some levels. Talked about how it's going to be difficult for her, but in a true 1 versus 1, obviously she's more than fine. And now that Enchantress is back, we'll have to continue to be a little bit more on the cautious side of things. Top lane, though, that's where it's just quite the skirmish back and forth. Kind of steal last hit from one another, but Nusham sitting up here for now. Slaughter Monkeys. Kinetic Field, he's in trouble. The Illusory Orb's down. Pops the Metamorphosis, gets the crush off on the Terror Blade, but those meta attacks are so strong, the phase shift is not going to matter. MP, credit for the kill. First blood.
Perfect. I mean, MP, he's the key to winning this game. You get him a first blood, and you shut down the Puck, who's really the heavy team fight for him. It's a perfect exchange.
Puck comes right back to the top lane. Has 7 tangos, by the way. He really stacked up on that regen. But not coming into play right there in terms of saving himself. This is going to use that Illusory Orb, though. If anything, take off the clarity. Middle lane matchup. How are we looking there? 15-3 Necro versus a Medusa that is 16-2, actually. So very back and forth here between Kyo and Garter. Our middle lane.
Garter has quite a bit more base damage, but Kyo's done a good job of pulling those creeps to the towers, and Whitebeard's a little bit of misplay by pulling those creeps away. Actually hurt him a ton. It pulled like the lane back in Kyo's favor.
Garter's going in right here to apply a little bit more damage meanwhile, but NQO will get back to the tower. Be fine. Terror Blade, not only that first blood, but his CS is also looking very good up here. And, I mean, again, maybe this is a way for Nusham to get levels, but is Slaughter really accomplishing a lot at the top lane right now? Or is he maybe just taken away from Puck's experience? Like, should he be elsewhere, or is this really all they got?
Problem is, Frev's done such a good job of keeping the lane in his favor. He can't really just TP down and go for a gank. Venge's a little bit tanky now. Level 4, has 7 armor himself. They have heavy armor, even against this Slardar.
Apparently, and he is leveling up that Vengeance Aura, sure enough. Gonna get that bonus damage for the team for these earlier engagements. It's nighttime, of course, 4.5 minutes in. Febby rotates on by, pops a Void, and just keeps on running. Going to make his way all the way to the bottom lane even. So this could be something. White Bear, he's going in, harassing Forev quite a bit. In fact, harassing could lead into a kill. BSJ, get that Centaur Stomp. Not going to use it just yet. The spin. And now they actually go on top of Nice Stalker, but the spin's wearing off, and now here's a turn potential. It's White Bear the one that has to be careful. He takes a Magic Missile stun, the Void as well. Night Stalker, though. Not enough damage from him. The heal comes out from BSJ, and ultimately nobody dies right there, but could have gone either way, really.
Yeah, this felt weird. Like, he was body blind with the Centaur, but he had stun up, and he was definitely in range to stun at some point there. And it felt like it could have been a kill.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was missing something, but it seemed like, yeah, I'm with you. It's odd that he chose not to go for the stun at least there. At least even try, but in the end, nobody dies either way. And Enchantress kind of goes back into the jungle, has that Satyr that you're talking about. Trying to harass Vengeful Spirit quite a bit, but that Satyr is actually taking some good damage now and probably going to end up dying, actually. So not the most efficient use of that. Magic Missile.
Dies to the creeps,
Where are you going?
So I don't need to get bounty for it. Febby, he's fine. Another spin.
Power of Night Stalker. Yeah. That's why that hero, it just feels like he's good at ganking, and once he hits that first nighttime, even if you fail a gank, just like right there, and like pretty much unkillable.
God, Medusa is able to stand her ground with that mana shield against the Necro here. He threw out a heal right in his face, doesn't even care. Seems like Garter's doing very well. 31-4 now compared to a 24-8 Necro foe, so it is continuing to pick up. The phase boot's coming along, and they pinged out this ward that Medusa just placed, so they definitely knew that he placed it. And I'm sure that's going to be countered eventually. Bottom lane for Ev, he will die this time around. The Troll, the net comes in, and the spin right on top. So it felt like it was a matter of time before that could happen.
I love it. BSJ had already been ferrying himself down a Clarity Potion, so he'll be ready for when Frev comes back again.
The Mystic Snake flying through. There's the Infused Raindrop, though, mitigating the damage top lane. Dubu, he's fine for now. The Nusham going back in. The Illusory Orb hits. Crush, it's going to come out as well. Kinetic Field, will it save him? Absolutely not, but it might set up some turn kills. Nusham, he goes down. Monkeys forever. Has another orb in 2 seconds. No TP, though. He does have a magic wand. It's going to go towards... No! He did.
Well, again, feels like just a little bit of misplay. He definitely could have just gone to the orb immediately after it went over the trees. And Febby didn't have his Hunter and the Knight up, so he couldn't have flown over the trees.
Yeah, I went to where the Illusory was, expecting him to go, and nope. Silence comes out, and he dies in the end, so nice catch there on a puck. 3-2 start.
And they're just pushing top, and it looks like it's going to be a top for a bottom push. MP's going to run out of that Metamorphosis before they even get to the tower, it seems like, though. There it is.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he used that for the engagement earlier on, unfortunately, so won't have it for the tower push, but Forev is here with the level 3 Vengeance Aura, and insisting on still maybe putting the push on. Meanwhile, speaking of pushing bottom lane, Skeleton Army from the Troll Minion, picked up by Enchantress. BSJ spinning down the creep wave. Dubu's here, as if they want to set up, but he's just going to Thunder Strike and trying to harass them off of the tower, as nobody's TPing in for the time being. And at this rate, I don't know if they're going to be TPing in. If vulnerability's down, that's going to be a tower kill. In fact, BSJ running in for the Omni Slash, gets all 3 hits on him, but he got glimpsed back, and thus Disruptor will stay alive. So that was very close. Good attempt, at least.
Quick as a snake.
Yep. Feels bad. You're a Juggernaut. You got phase, but you're like, oh, level 4 Disruptor, an easy kill, but nice glimpse. Quick fingers.
Managed to escape right here. So what's the build for Necrophos, by the way? I mean, he has a Bracer. Is that a Drums? Is that the Rod of Atos eventually, or is that just simply a Bracer, you think?
Looks like right as you said that, he queued up Drums. I don't even want to look smart, so looks like he's just going to go for the Drums.
Okay.
Atos, I mean, he might just go Atos afterwards, so you might see a Blink. Blink's always good on Necro, just setting up, playing defensively, either way.
No Veil build this game, though. I guess I look at this lineup. Maybe not necessarily going to benefit the most from it, so.
Yeah, I think if they had one other Magic dealer, but, I mean, when it's just you and a position 5 Disruptor, it's pointless.
Not that good. BSJ, well, he's having some fun with this Disruptor down, or up here even. And the tier 3 tower, he is going to eventually TP back to base, though. And that will be the end of that fun. And speaking of drums, he gets his own drums, actually. Interesting. So.
Oh, monkeys.
Structures are fortified.
He dead? Yeah, he dead. Maybe? Yeah.
Strange transformation.
That's crazy. So they stayed, the Ven just stayed up top while MP didn't have Metamorphosis for 150 seconds. And now they stayed up there the whole time. They're going to get a free tower, and Disruptor actually got level 6. Off bottom, very close.
Runs in with the drums. They do take out Vengeful Spirit. And they're going to deny the tower on top of that, so bit of a hold there from Leviathan of sorts. Again, denying the tower. But MP will pour bottom and now start pushing that out instead. As he's almost level 7.
They're not too worried. At least the tower goes down. Obviously, you're going to miss the gold, but you just need to take these tier 1s to get vision of if you're Immortals.
Juggernaut's turn to push the tower himself. Again, has those drums, so we could use that to kind of make it happen that much quicker. Fortification is ready if needed. Bottom lane, Monkeys. Has to be careful because the rotations are coming in. Got QO even involved. He has a Reaper Scythe ready. Gonna get back to the tower for now, but Meta is still on cooldown for another minute here for the Terror Blade.
Leviathan up, I mean, 3K gold, just like last game, and obviously there's less teamfight on Immortals, so they're probably feeling even better about this right now, because they should be able to actually push this tier 2, and I'm not sure if you can defend it against all these creeps from Enchantress as well as BSJ being so farmed.
Uh-oh. He's probably dead now. Yeah, swap in. That's the urn up. There's the magic missile. And phase shift's not going to save him there. So good pursuit right there. And that bottom tower going to be heavily pressured as mentioned. Middle tower going to be defended. Top secondary, though, is definitely going to be pushed in by Leviathan. So pluses for both sides as far as what's happening here. I guess the question is, you know, who's really benefiting from this more, though?
Feels like BSJ. They're going. Man, they got 3 creeps. Whitebeard's just stacking these up. They're just going to drum in.
Wow. This is an 11.5-minute push, and this isn't a team that screams tower push. I mean, yes, Enchantress with all the creeps is nice, but yeah, they're going to get the response in that back out, so they figure they might as well get some damage. I mean, that's some nice damage on the tier 3 tower already.
And Siege Unit still putting in work. Going to get one more hit in here.
Got it.
Oh, maybe one more. Oh, my goodness. That is a ton of damage. You let that happen again, your tier 3 is just dead.
MVP Siege. Enchantress.
Midas. Oh, I love it. I mean, it's good. You always think, like, oh, it's just for gold, get experience, catch up. But on an Enchantress, that is a lot of damage with the attack speed, actually. One of the few heroes who passively uses the Midas.
Blink on Slaughter.
It's true. literally branch, Midas, no boots, with 3 wards in stash.
That's a position 5 Enchantress for you, I guess. That does look a little odd, but yeah, it's kind of working so far. You know, he's definitely confident with it. He talked about that's just kind of the player that he is, and he is making good use of it early on. So Immortal Zone, bottom lane, looking for another kill. Monkeys, it is just not his game, man. He can't do it. This is going to be his 5th death most likely, unless he can somehow get away with the illusory orb. Gets it off. Thunderstrike still sees the glimpse on back, and that's a dead buck once again.
Talking about Monkeys being the new sack guy on here, but I'm sure his team doesn't want him dying this much because Medusa's farming and Juggernaut's farming. Just, you know, avoid it. Just try to defend the tower, throw out orbs. Don't play aggressively, but that's the thing. Nighttime against Night Stalker, you're always going to get found.
Seems like it. Necrophos, drums picked up on him. He's level 10 as well, so even hits that much harder, 40+ damage. Gets as a result, but backing up for now. He's been kind of just chilling in the middle lane, hasn't he? Necrophos hasn't really moved too much. Guess he hasn't really needed to.
Yeah, he's just been farming up. Medusa sat middle, but now just been farming the jungle. Once you get Mask of Madness, you farm the jungle so quickly. And Whitebeard just been suiciding creeps at top now. Tower's down to 450 HP.
MP? He's got a...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's an illusion right there. Night Stalker. He's dead. So they get something out of it. A lot of TP response at the bottom lane as MP made his way back to base.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They do get the middle tower. As mentioned, QO able to take it out. Medusa's here with that Mask of Madness. Going to spam out some damage, use that Mystic Snake, but not enough for any kills, and the supports are just a little bit too delayed, although Nusham using that blink. Can he get in there? Probably not.
Middle tower
gets vision on him, though, so they get a free tier 1. They know they can't really do anything.
Monkey has been a struggle. He's going to go Midas. That's
see,
is that good or bad, though, with the it's actually all that thought, because the Dubu, he's going to get caught. Sonic Field won't save him there. But yeah, is Midas the play here, you think, or would he be better off maybe for just getting that blink ASAP or something else?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, if they're going to keep going on him, at least Midas is reliable gold. I mean, you're always going to farm as a puck. At least you have creep clearing abilities. You just run for it. Now you have Midas. She actually dead. Oh, he's double damaged.
Wow.
Well, at least you have the reliable gold.
It goes back to that. Reliable gold in his hands. That's 6 deaths.
He is getting bullied. 6. They have, oh my god.
7
kills.
kills.
6 deaths and they have 7 kills. Yeah, what? And Nusham died the one time. You're happy if you're Leviathan, though. I mean, obviously you don't want him dying at all, like we said. The Garter 0-0-1. That's perfect. I mean, a perfect Medusa game 0-0-0, but that 1 assist, that's nice too.
Yeah. The Yasha follow-up for Juggernaut. Yeah, the Mantis-Style, of course, coming. Oh, look at this. All the illusions coming in there top lane, but ESJ will just TP out with the spin. And he'll be fine. Night Stalker pushing in the bottom. Let's have some teammates nearby who are smoked up. QO, he would love to use that Reaper Scythe. Has yet to use it. Now the chance to. Night Stalker, they're going to go on him. Can they get here in time to maybe save him? Febby running away, forced halfway. Nice pushback, and now QO's running on the Static Storm. Did not hit anyone, unfortunately. And the spin will finish off Night Stalker, so he overstepped. And now Necrophos, he's realizing he has to try to get out of here. The crush hits, though. That TP's not going to work, and QO goes down. It's a complete turnaround. BSJ gets the double kill out of it. That did not go nearly as planned.
Yep, and it looked like that Disruptor, the ulti plus Prison, looked like it was going to work, but they just barely got out of it at the last second. And 3 TPs into the shrine, pretty much. They just fully commit, but top lane gets pushed in a little bit. Garter's fine. I mean, their insurance policy is Garter, and they haven't even had to cash in on him yet.
Yeah, Dragonlance, some Force Staff coming, so his Hurricane Pike. Nice, nice evolution of items there. And the Slaughter really got that early. He went straight brown boots into the blink, and I feel like that's been paying off too.
Like it gives them initiation. Unlike last game where we saw the Sand King didn't get blinked, Nusham got it in like 18 minutes. Oh, they're going for Roche.
Yeah. Now they're pinging the area Monkeys, but I don't know if he's pinging the haste or if they're pinging that they went to the Roche
We're gonna find out here.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Is he gonna go at the last second? Nope. Oh, that has to. As soon as he sees that message, he's gonna be like, "Wait, what?"
Poor Monkeys. He's having a little bit of an off game here for sure. Not even going blink. He's just going Yules. He's like, all right, I gotta take that silence off. I just gotta play defensive.
How about this 5 support Enchantress solo kill? No, Foreb with the swap into the shrine will save him, but Again, that's a 5 support almost getting a solo kill like that. It's bottom lane. They are going to fight Necrophos, though. And BSJ getting even stronger. He's evolving. Those kills right here.
This is what happened with, it feels like the VGJ game, right? They lost game 1 kind of convincingly. And then Leviathan just powered up. They learned from their loss. And their movements on the map with Nusham and Whitebeard, right? They're creating chaos top and bottom lane. So they can't TP anywhere. Where are you going to help? Top or bottom? It's just smart.
So now what about the build of Juggernaut? He is going to be going into the Maelstrom next, it looks like, into a Mjolnir, so no Diffusal round instead of that. You like this decision?
I don't mind. If you're not going to go to the Battle Fury first item, you just go for the pure damage. And
then we have in the other
Butterfly after,
fortune. Yeah, Butterfly pickup eventually. Bad. Terrorblade trying to finish his own Manta style. Actually has enough gold now for the Ultimate Orb, just a matter of picking it up. Over here, the Hurricane Pike on Medusa, and the Mask of Madness finished on Vengeful Spirit. So a lot of key items really coming out now as we are out of the laning phase and entering the early mid-game, it's safe to say.
Remember when I mentioned hero levels last game with the guard? It's the same people. Guardian and BSG are 3 levels up on the other boards. I mean, obviously it didn't help them last game when they ended up losing, but I mean, this game's even more. Like, he's 4 levels up now on guard. This guy's
top tower is under attack.
That is pretty ridiculous. You know, I saw Juggernaut earlier. He actually did have the Lincoln scoot up, but now he switched to the Maelstrom. Medusa, though, does have a Lincoln scoot up himself, so clearly there's something over here that's really triggering them to get the, or think about the Lincolns at least. You know, swap, etc., sunder. There are several abilities, no doubt, stand out. Going in, glimpse back. Yep, they got him. Should. There's a Reaper. I think that's the first Reaper side kill of the game. Really happening. Yeah. He's
they get it, though.
Finally able to use it. But, yeah, Lincoln's choice on Medusa. Would that be good value this game, you think, with all that they have on a single target?
It's too easy to cancel, right? Glimpse, Magic Missile, Silence, Void, Thunderstrike. They have so much to cancel out the Lincolns. As well as Reaper's side. But you're always going to get it canceled by something else.
Yeah. Top lane monkeys. Again, just trying to simply push it out. Has the real Terrorblade up here. Aegis is on him. And it's running in. There goes the urine. He uses the orb to go forward, though, and he's now going to play the game of chase. And I don't think they're going to, or maybe they will. The glimpse back. Okay, this is awkward. Phase shift. Oh, boy. He's probably dead again. QO, Reaper side. No, it's not off cooldown, but yet another catch onto him. Just trying to be the distraction for the team. They will have to defend the top.
40 Thunderstrike damage instead of 200 health on Disrupt. That's a new one to me.
Wait, for Disrupt there? Yeah, 40. Okay.
Yeah.
Coin for me.
It's actually really...
Yeah,
it's pretty value, I guess. It's like getting 2 levels in it.
Yeah, with that, yeah, I was going to say, he only has a level 1 of it, too. That's what really makes it interesting. Oh, swap, by the way, initiation on Medusa. She Hurricane Pikes away initially. Caught on that Static Storm, though. Clearly an issue right here. Dropping despite that Mana Shield. Sunder activated on BSJ. He's nearly dead because of that. Medusa does go down. Now BSJ, he's trying to run. Pops the drums. The chase is on from Fabi, though. Pops her own drums. They glimpse it back over here. And that might have saved him, actually. BSJ now getting away because of this. If he actually escapes, oh, that's not going to be good for Immortals, specifically Disruptor. But he's definitely not out of the woods just yet at this point. He's going to go for the spin TP. The Wave of Terror, they see him, but it's not enough damage. He does escape. Oh, that is so awkward, man.
Yeah, Dan, that was just, if that felt like another play like the Roshan, there's just one play. Leviathan always seems to throw away their lead with one play. Luckily, BSJ gets out of there. Yeah, that might have been a costly swap.
All right, so you are getting a little bit robotic, actually.
Radiant's
let's try to rejoin the call real quick. It fixes it. I noticed that too. I was hoping it would kind of work out over time, but didn't seem like it was. Well, let's try this again. Hello.
Hello. I don't know if it was you or me, so I just kept going.
Yeah, no, it sounds good now, actually. Sounds better.
It must have just been the call, yeah, because you sounded bad on my end. I'm sure I sounded bad on yours.
In Discord.
Top tower is under attack.
Might have to go back to Skype. Skype in 2017. Lol. Anyways. Sounds good for now, but yeah, that fight, the swap, unfortunately, or not the swap, but the glimpse, that is,
Radiant's bottom tower
Fortunately, almost
is
helping
under
him in the
attack.
end, and BSJ does make the
Whoa.
escape.
He's in. He's in their base. He's going for tier 3.
It's feeling good after surviving last time, man. Q has a scythe here. Yeah, he's in trouble. Ooh, nice crush stun, actually. The illusion's also kind of beating him down. Pops a Ghost Scepter. Reflection's going to be activated by MP. They can't really catch up to anyone. So, yeah, that was a little bit scary for PSJ. If he gets hit by Reaper's Scythe, that's not looking good. But the teammate Nusham.
Dire's top shrine.
That was a smart play by Immortals there, though, not overcommitting after that. They could have kept chasing, but they saw the healing ward out was just healing him to full, and if they committed, they could have just died. So, smart play by them, but we'll see. Oh, Monkey's Prayer, will he be the one punished?
Why not, right? Or, okay, he tries to not go with it, and, I mean, that was one of those cases. If he goes with it, he's going to get silenced. If he doesn't, maybe he can make a juke. That ain't happening. Easy kill for QO.
Space creating king, Garter, level 18, farming bottom. If he got his ulti off their bottom lane, they could have turned that fight, but needs to be a little bit quicker on that R button before Disruptor hits him with ulti.
Medusa, level 18. That level 20 talent is... I've seen the 2.5 second stone gaze duration. I mean, obviously that is very powerful, especially if you want to get something like an axe. But the 800 mana is also so good in the sense of tanking up that much more. Do you see either way this game for the Medusa?
It's gonna be the mana, just the survivability in general. I mean, stone gaze duration could be good just against the Terrorblade, because Terrorblade's that hero who just wants to stand and fight you, and stone gaze is one of the few counters to that.
Bottom tower is under attack.
But I think it's going to be the 800 mana. It's just so much more like just survivability.
Yeah. He's getting close to that as mentioned, so keep an eye on that. Decides to go for it. The Lincoln's also just about finished, so going to be that much harder to kill pretty shortly here. Ags for Necrophos has been finished, by the way. Definitely worth pointing out. So that Reaper Scythe, which currently is level 2, very close to the level 3 Reaper Scythe, and makes it, what, the 25-second cooldown? Yeah, God, that's insane. 25 seconds.
Two a fight minimum, pretty much at that point. Does need to get a little bit more mana, though. I mean, it's extreme. I mean, you want to just be spamming out those death pulse, and if you don't get the last two with Reaper's Scythe, you run out of mana so quickly.
It really is not often we see a 5 support transition into a bit of a semi-carry for the team, but I gotta say, White Bear on this Enchantress, a full Hurricane Pike, has a Maelstrom coming now. He's kind of doing that. This is a hero with that impetus. Is definitely going to be able to hit hard. In fact, Bevy, though, finding Slaughter nearby, the swap in even further, and that will guarantee the kill on a new shop. So nice find from Immortals, but
they're fine. Leviathan doesn't mind. I mean, they're still 7 Cav. This is their highest lead at this point. They're the ones scouting out Roche right now. Whitebeard doing a good job always having a creep planted in there.
Yeah, I wanted to know. Obviously, we can see about 13 seconds before he'll be back up, so that creep will spot it. Leviathan will have that information ASAP, but they can't necessarily just run into it. But again, at least they'll be able to know that it's up, kind of play around that idea up and being up. Terrorblade.
Both team. No, it's up now.
Oh yeah, the illusion in there. Yeah, do they? I mean, neither team can feel confident doing it without a pick, right? Like, I mean, I guess they did it last time in Mortals, but that seemed like that was a little lucky, sneaking in there.
I'd say Immortals, if they want to commit like the Terrorblade Metamorphosis, they could feel a little more comfortable with it, because Stone Gaze plus Puck Ulti really are like the best team fight that Leviathan have. So it's not like they can just go in there, get silenced. Meanwhile, Immortals, you hit like a 2-3 man silence with Disruptor, and you're in trouble.
Mjolnir finished on Juggernaut, man. He's really going to be able to clear these illusions now, if anything, and enhancing his farm quite a bit. I have Scotty, though, for Terrorblade is also coming along. And the Butterfly for Medusa is now next in line to be picked up. So we've continued to be in a very farm phase of the game. I mean, it's really been most of the part. It's only 20 kills combined at 26.5 minutes in now, so definitely a slower paced game as far as action goes. That's a smoke, though.
Oh, if they catch Medusa here somehow, they see her.
is under attack.
They have the Lincolns, they have to break it. Oh, no, they don't.
4 staff out, and now the big crush in the background for Nushan on 4 different heroes. The Stone Gaze as well taking effect. Vengeful Spirit will fall to the map. BSJ just spinning on top of everyone like hot fire right there. Terribly goes down. It's a double kill for Garter. BSJ's unstoppable, and a 4-0. Let's make it a 5-0 most likely. Disruptor, can he somehow get away for this? Probably not. Dubu's going to be run down by Puck, if anything. Wouldn't that be something? If Puck doesn't want to finish him off, nah, Garter's got it. He gets the hat trick, and a full 5-0 fight in favor of Leviathan.
Yep, Nusham the stun into the all them facing forward versus Garter's ultimate. Oh my goodness, that's how you win a team fight. That quick fingers on him. He got ulted, trapped in, but Garter last second Hurricane pikes himself out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, what an initiation right there. Yeah, that 4-man stun from Slaughter. Again, similar to last game in the set, it's just one fight, just one sequence of a fight, all that it takes. And I mean, Leviathan has an insane lead now, 15,000 net worth. They're going to get at least one, both set of Raxes here, it looks like, at least the melee up top. And it's not over, but man, this is going to be a tough game now for Immortals to come back from.
Nusham actually was going to die there, but the wave of terror got blocked by Raindrop, so the Blink Dagger was still able to go off.
Let's take out the Shrine there as well, so, and usually after that, oh, that's a good point, yeah. He's still up. And Stalker. This Monkey's in trouble again. Okay, he's good. They're just going to run at Roshan, wow. Huh.
They know what's going on. Can they do it? Looks like they can do it quick enough.
Puck will see it now for sure. Get that information. I mean, everything's up other than Omni Slash, really, which is up in 6 seconds. So, I mean, everything is up here, but it's going to happen too fast. They're going to get all the Medusa's going in, actually, but the Stone Gaze is picked up by Forev on the Vengeful Spirit. The spin on top. Vengeful Spirit is going to go down right off the bat. So here comes the Resurrection now. Kyo running in with the Reaper sides. Going for Medusa. No, the cheese at the last second. Barely stays alive in the Metamorphosis form. Off to the side, that was MP. The center's on a new Sham. Medusa somehow still alive, though, with the Mana Shield. Finally goes down after the side. Terriblade's trying to take the damage to BSJ. He can't do that. The crits are real. And BSJ just killing everyone left and right, it feels like, but now he's being kited away against QO. And that's a dangerous target to try to run down in the Necrophos. He'll TP away, so that'll be the end of that. And now you have Night Stalker running away from the Enchantress. What just happened? I mean, I guess Leviathan does win the fight.
Yeah, they'll take that. It's a 3-for-3 trade, but they get the Aegis as well, and they stole the cheese. And I mean, their 3 racks is up. And that, without Terrorblade having that Aegis, I mean, how do they push into Radiant space? So definitely one fight from them.
Jeez. They're definitely getting to a really chaotic point here in this game. So again, that was the second Roshan. The cheese used right away. The Aegis got used. Dare I say a third Roshan. Maybe we're going to be waiting for, and you throw the refresher shard on top of that now. That could really be spicy
top barracks are
for
under
this
attack.
game. But Febby, he's running after BSJ. Not going to be able to catch up to him, though. Juggernaut.
Still shows, though. This Medusa just still dies. I mean, not super quick, but reasonably quick when he gets put under that Disruptor roll, so they have to be careful.
Yeah, you mentioned, I mean, he actually did go that 800 mana for sure of the level 20 talent, so he is a little tankier. In fact, he even uses a tome right there. They're trying to get him 25 as soon as possible. Which is kind of interesting, because I would think usually a lot of Medusas get that split shot modifier, but you look right now, I mean, really, he doesn't have that Eye of Scotty, for example, so...
I think you go versus the Terrorblade Illusions, like I think you're about to allude to. He might. That'll be interesting, because he's going a BKB next, so he's not even going to have one of those. He might just go for it. I think it's really smart. This might be the first time we really see it in a pro game, the 7 split shot targets, but it's a very good idea versus this.
Yeah, it's at this point it literally would do nothing for him, so it's leaning towards that even. But Terrorblade, he hits level 20 himself, by the way, the minus 8 second reflection cooldown as a result of that, so we're looking at only the 8 second cooldown now. And his Eye of Scotty, in case if he has enough for it, just a matter of buying it here. At this point, it looks like he's going back to.
Are scanning.
And the reflection cooldown, I like it. Reflection's pretty much keeping any of them from Leviathan, just not buying those AoE armor auras, because when you do use reflection, you actually get the auras. So Leviathan's like, I guess we don't want to give any of those away.
Oh, fair point. Enchantress has that Maelstrom finish
Dire
now, and I
are
was
scanning.
getting at that earlier. I mean, this is a 5 support that's kind of transitioned into a bit of a semi-cure for the team. She's kind of middle of the net worth chart, but again, with the impetus thrown in on top of the items that she has, the Hurricane Pike especially, she can actually do some decent damage. As far as right clicks go, at least in these fights. So that's nice for Leviathan to take advantage of. Essentially, really a tri-core, especially you got Corrosive Haze on targets.
Nusham's had quite the game. Just these stuns, like the stun to save BSJ top, the stun to win him that fight that last. Roshan, just that early, the brown boots blink dagger really paid off for him.
Double damage.
Sending out Ancients here. I mean, Roshan obviously still has plenty of time before he's coming back up. But again, I guess I really wouldn't be surprised if both teams essentially wait this out until that. I think that's more for Immortal's sake, that they definitely have to wait that out. I guess if you're Leviathan, maybe they keep that in mind and try to make a play instead beforehand. And that we could be seeing that coming up here. As Puck is getting some information. Now Nusham, he's poking in.
Well, they got the ward. They saw QO.
Well, they're going Vengeful. Trying to go for the quick burst. Mystic Snake comes out. Sackstorm in response, though. Yules up in the air from Slaughter, trying to stay alive. Vengeful Spirit forced after he's going to be fine. There's the Reaper's Sight to finish off Slaughter. So 1 kill off the bat. Terrorblade running in. Oh, he's silenced, though. He does have Sunder. Can't get it off just yet, though. Positive Illusions. BSJ. Omni Slash takes out both Vengeful as well as Night Stalker. Garter.
Blocked.
For a staff after MP. Sunder was blocked by the Lincolns. You're right. That really hurts this fight now for Immortals, but they do get out is the good thing in their case.
No healing ward either. If BSJ had a healing ward, this would be a free Rax, but he doesn't, so they have to play a little carefuler. Definitely can still siege, though.
Did he try to Sunder Medusa? Was it? Okay, yeah. So
yeah, he just straight up Sundered to Medusa, hoping it wasn't blocked, and quick Hurricane Pike again.
Another 4 staff, and he's out of there. That was a buyback, of course. Coming out from Vengeful.
Leviathan,
Dire's
2K more advantage, or Nusham, another good jump. I felt Leviathan misplayed that fight a little bit, though. The Medusa tried to go on the left side to catch anyone. They didn't even kill Forev at the beginning. If they just aimed Forev, that would have done so much more.
Yeah.
But I guess by not killing Venge, you know, the minus damage doesn't get placed on you, technically. So maybe it was smart.
Who knows? Has that medallion into Solar Crest coming along for Vengeful Spirit, so going to be a later one, but I guess it's one of those items. Better to late than never to be picking up here. There's a Radiance finished on Necrophos. So he's actually hitting pretty hard as well as doing that burn now.
I always talk about it. I think Enchantresses don't really go the enchant affects Ancients, but I think here it'd be good. You know, you just get one of those golems for the HP. You just siege bases with that, as well as a dragon or the frenzy from one of those. But I think most of them, like Universe, I mean, that's position 3, though, goes to untouchable slow, but possibly getting an Ancient would be nice. Yeah,
no, definitely with you there. Again, especially playing that position 5. I would be intrigued to see what he goes for. He's level 18 right now, so getting close. 24 and a half about for Medusa, so some key levels coming out here in the pretty near future. Juggernaut, he's level 20 with the 10 armor. With the Blade Fury DPS. So level 25, either the health or the Omni Slash hits for him.
I wonder what he goes. Maybe the Omni Slash strikes actually isn't bad this game. 600 health is a ton, don't get me wrong, but he seems to be aggressively using these Omni Slashes, and with a few more, could definitely get a kill, unlike the Terrorblade or someone.
All right, Terrorblade, he is back to top in the net worth, though. I mean, sure, they're down 17,000 overall, but he's back on top, 22,500 net worth. The full life Scotty, actually sitting on 4,700 gold currently. So, of course, buyback is very important at this point of the game. But Roshan may respawn in 50 seconds, by the way. So, about a minute plus here before a minute or 2.
I still love how it doesn't tell the casters when it's going to respawn. Like, I wonder what the purpose of that is.
Dire's bottom shrine is under
That's a
attack.
good point, actually. I don't know. Might as well have that information, but. Huh, ward was placed. That was pinged out immediately, though. That's probably going to be countered, yeah. Take it out in the base right there, so. Trying to get some aggressive vision was Slaughter, but no cigar. So.
Necro went the 3rd item, late Radiance. I think it's still fine, just the miss chance is good. The AoE, they've been going on the Necro a lot. As long as he gets Ghost Shroud off, just that extra 17% miss chances is huge.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, the Radiant Spur and Something that you have to be concerned about. Dream Coil Rapid Fire or 420 gold per minute. That's a fun one to talk about. I assume 420 GPM?
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah.
Because it's not like that. I think the only time you do that is when you have like a single core. Like if they had a puck last game on their team with the BSJ Lifestealer, it probably would have gone that for the extra physical damage. But you have Medusa and a Juggernaut, so you just want to get those items up.
Silence. Greetings.
Vengeful, level 20. That's actually a pretty impactful talent for her. Because the 15% Vengeance Aura damage now. She provides 49% damage bonus. I mean, that's basically, let's just call it 50%. So it's quite the benefit, especially for the Terrorblade. And again, even for Necrophos to an extent, with the talent on top of the Radiance, he actually right-clicks pretty hard himself.
Double damage.
Fight, so something that they got going. Roshan, by the way, respawns in 15 seconds. Oh, so here we go. This is that third Roshan we're talking about.
Oh, Nusham needs to be careful. He gets Radiance Burn. He can't blink.
So that wave of terror. That was scary.
Neither team knows what's up. They need to put that Ice Ogre in there.
He just respawned, you're right. They do not have that information, though. No pings coming out or anything. It's just a matter of actually seeing there. Wave of Terror is not going to be used in Roshan. Instead, he goes to the uphill. Are they going to fight without Roshan? Ooh. Garter.
So close to that 25. Oh! They break it with Glimpse, but can't do anything else. I mean, they have Glimpse plus Swap. They have two super long-range cancelers.
Yeah.
But they have two Lincolns. BSJ could have put another Lincolns on them if they needed, but they didn't need to. And now both teams know Roche is up.
Both know, yeah. So now that third Roche, oh, he's running in. Garter. Yeah, there's good reason as to why he feels pretty strong. The double Lincolns right there. It's just what you're talking about. Used by BSJ to assist, but scare them off for now, and it's a game of what do we do? I mean, Slaughter's got a smoke coming, so obviously that could be a play. Just try to sneak around. BKB just purchased by Medusa, and as you're talking, I mean, she's so close to level 25, man. Like one or two creep kills.
Nusham's like, I'll leech this. We'll see. Will she go for it, getting a Scotty in the end, or does she want the multi? Nope, takes the split shot. I like it. Yeah. I really do like it versus Terrorblade. One of the few times it actually seems good.
All right, here we go. Level 25 now. She is the first one to do so. Just charging on in. Hold the split shots coming out. Lincoln's going to be taken off. Silence is up. There's the BKB, though. Runs it with a Stone Case, and now you see the entire team trying to retreat themselves. Vengeful Spirit taking the sun on the back lines. Already used the swap. I'm guessing to take off the Lincolns. Maybe saw somebody. I'm not sure. Anyways, Febby goes down, or is going to be healed up and runs away, I should say. All right, is everyone still alive? That's what happened.
You see his reflection cooldown so low on Terrorblade, actually doing so much on the fight, stopping all the blinks on whoever it goes on. Damn, they're just gonna go for it too.
They do it pretty fast. Vengeance Aura. Got the amp damage here. Now the Solar Crest. They are going all out for this. Refresher shot, remember, going to be dropping as well. Try to keep an eye on that. Here we go. BSJ charging in. Has an Omni Slash ready. The kill happens. Aegis is picked up by MP. Not sure who got the refresher. It's actually Necrophos is the one to pick it up. BSJ spinning on top of him. He's now trying to run. Nobody judges yet. BSJ's taking so much damage up for the meta. The Reaper Scythe comes out, and he's dead for 116. He has a buyback, though. You might want to be using it in the near future. Although Necro goes down there to the puck, actually. Medusa just standing his ground with the right clicks. MP charges in, is in the melee form. So no meta to work with, but the Soul of the Eye of Scotty's doing work. Buybacks on both Necro as well as BSJ right there. Terrorblade will finish off Medusa, though, who has a buyback herself. Vengeful Spirit, however, does not. He is dead for another 80 seconds. Due to the timer, but Immortals seems like that they're definitely coming out on top of this.
They got everything. They didn't even lose one of the items from Roshan. They get huge kills on both the cores. Backside, though.
Is this worth it, though? They pick up Disruptor, but at what cost now, Nushan? He's going to run away. BSJ spinning away. This would be a dieback, remember. The Reaper Scythe gets a kill on Slaughter. He's dead for a full 85 seconds. And now Enchantress Impetus attacks on a QO, pops it. Chizo at the last second. Also has a refresher, by the way, so has another Reaper Scythe. Pops a Ghost Shroud right here. Puck, Illusory Orb. He's not going to go for it, I'm guessing. Yeah, he stays back. Necro has another ultimate, but did not have the chance to use it there, as he did activate the Refresher Shard.
So Immortals wins that team fight, but Leviathan, they're not too stressed out. Medusa didn't have to buy back, so they're happy with that. Obviously, top, if they bought a little more time, could have got that last Rax, but oh, top. How how does Leviathan win this now? They just have to hope that they can Terrorblade. They win a fight, right? If you use Stone Gaze, that's why they're so confident going into Roche. And Immortals, they're just not scared if Stone Gaze isn't up.
Yeah, they're not worried. Terrorblade also level 25, getting very, very close to being finished right there. Getting that, and actually the tome is purchased by him, so obviously he's making a point. He wants to get there ASAP. I'm guessing for him the attack range on that meta form is most likely what we'll see. Although the Sunder cooldown, it makes it, what, a 5-second cooldown? God, that is absurd.
Radiant
Yeah, it's
are
nice.
scanning.
You have the Scotty, so you have mana. That actually might be the Sunder. Just, I mean, he can take off Link if he really wants by himself, because it's 0 mana cost. Actually, I think Sunder might be the play here.
All right, maybe. Let's see, once he gets that, he's obviously trying to get it ASAP. Monkeys.
Oh, monkey. Oh, damn.
Lincoln's taken off. He's going to blink away, though. He's good now. He has his axe, by the way. I don't even know if we mentioned that. And he is also level 25, 420 GPM. He chose to get the axe to help lock down, as well as even the longer duration now. Wait, do they even have a BKB? I guess they don't, so it's more just the longer duration. From the
They might try to go for some more. I think they could go for some backdoor plays, lock somebody down with Puck, have BSJ push bottom. Radiant just has to make a point of always having bottom pushed out, so there is that threat of them just taking that Rax.
Grouped up top lane. You have Terrorblade pushing out the mid against still has that Aegis. Another 4,200 gold saved up. So the farm is real.
And we see the problem with this fully defensive Medusa build. Like, she doesn't do any damage in fights, and we've seen
Radiant's
BSJ
top
just getting
tower is
kited
under attack.
by this Disruptor and Night Stalker the entire fight, and he's all their damage. Because this Medusa, I mean, you have a Butterfly, and when Butterfly's your best damage item, that is not good if you actually need to do damage.
Yeah, he's more just that frontliner, really. You mentioned with the Stone Gates, yes, it's going to be a great ability, great for kind of just scattering the other team, but you know, when it comes to actual damage output, he is a bit weaker on now. He is going, I'm guessing, okay, it's going to be going the MKB here, so that's where damage will start kicking in a little bit more.
It goes through the Terrorblades, Butterfly. There's going to be a full Lotus Orb up on Enchantress now. I don't know what that's about. I guess just... I'm actually thinking.
Might as well.
I mean, I guess it's good versus Swab, doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Lotus Orb, Shivas. Obviously, just so much now coming out as we're getting into that luxury state of the game. These items being picked up. The Heaven's Halberd, a Night Stalker, I don't even know if we mentioned, but so has that disarm. So you talk about BSJ, he's having to deal with all this kite. I'm sure he's also having to deal with being disarmed. In the midst of these fights, he has his own MKB picked up, and his level 25 is almost there, so obviously we'll find out what he chooses to get as well. Terrorblade, what did he end up going? He did go the Sunder, you're right, so 5-second cooldown now.
Now they have so many Linken's cancelers. It's actually insanely good this game. He can break a Linken's and Sunder by himself in those 5 seconds.
That is insane.
And just the no mana, yeah. 5-second no mana cooldown. That is something else. I just have to be careful with Silence of Puck. And God, we see, the new MKB is so bad on Juggernaut. Like, look at his damage. He doesn't even do that much damage. 60 attack speed instead of, what, 66 damage it used to be? That actually feels so bad on that hero.
You're right.
I mean, the attack speed's great, but when you're getting kited, you'd rather have one big chop than slowly attack people once.
Well, yeah, and does that really matter with Omnislash too? So it's like, yeah, it's definitely feels like an overall nerf for a hero like Juggernaut. Getting out there, but
doing a good job. I like this, how he's threatening bottom. They're gonna have to probably TP back to defend this while Garter does this, because Leviathan can give up middle racks. I don't know. Garter's gonna TP back. All right. Monkeys Forever will do the pressuring.
Radiant's middle tower,
but that's fine. Makes him back out.
7,000 gold on Puck, by the way. Thanks to his talent. It's pretty good.
Could buy moon shards for people. That's the one good thing about that hero. A moon shard on Enchantress is actually sounds like a pretty good idea for Puck.
There's a dig on queued up here, but yeah, that might be more value actually.
Sustains.
Increasing the attack speed of teammates instead.
Still hilarious. So that's global. Yeah, I'll just moon shard across the map. Why not? Doesn't make sense, but A lot of Dota doesn't, I guess.
That's very true. You've been around a long time, Grant. You know this.
I know.
Kind of just roll with the
seen
punches.
the lore.
Have you?
I mean, I don't know what Dota 2 is lore now, but there we go. Smoke from... I don't even know if this is a smoke game from Radiant. What can you do with these 3 heroes? Oh, an illusion.
You can do this. Get baited. Oh, they kill the courier as well, so nothing was on it, but Newsham trying to make an escape. He's doing his darnest to the glimpse will, if anything, bring him back. You know what? He is doing a hell of a job here at escaping, but finally going to go down. As you mentioned, the gem drops. So pretty crucial.
Bottom lane, pushed in. So Monkey's Forever doing a great job, always pressuring this bottom tower so they can't push.
Here I am. Silence.
Well, 4th Roshan, that's sounding appealing, I guess. 40 more seconds before he can spawn. Will probably be, again, a little bit longer after that. As there's the Moonshard on Terrorblade. And our first pause of the game.
Only Dota does feel so much quicker. This feels like a 60-minute game right now. It's only 47 minutes in. Terrorblade, 7 slotted pretty much.
Yeah.
Medusa decently farmed as well, and Puck and Jug getting up there. But, man, we see the power of utility heroes plus a Terrorblade.
Yeah, it does seem like it has been a little bit longer, you're right, but 47.5 minutes in, really not too bad, and, you know, fairly quicker game number 1 as well, but obviously, again, Immortals is up 1-0 in this best of 3. They're trying to secure the series here, where Leviathan just trying to stay alive and force that 3rd game. So, coming out of the pause, you do see the spam Dagon build of Puck, so Dagon 5 has been finished now, another 2,500 gold already saved up, so that's more than enough for buyback. Well, that is a lot of burst. That Puck will be providing now. Pick somebody off quickly. Maybe the Disruptor who uses its Ghost Scepter. Good target.
No one really wants to fight here. I mean, Immortals isn't rushing anything. They're up a game. They can take this as slow as they want. Just pressure out the game. Oh, Puck Coil is going to find Nightstalker, but nice 4-step by Brev.
Yeah, that wasn't going to be close to a kill unless BSJ can get in there. Maybe an Omni. The Lincoln's going to be taken off. They're looking to turn now. The swap goes on to BSJ. It's forced to spin. Disruptor running in. He's going to be Yules in the air, though. Stone Gate's activated by Medusa, but Terrorblade with the meta form. Omni Slash around, just simply trying to live, if anything, it feels like, for BSJ. He's still running, though. The illusion's created of the Medusa, nearly finishing him off, but he gets just far enough. Oh, that double damage, you're right. That's why he's glowing blue like that right there. Newsham picked up IQ off to the side of the 3rd. That was a Reaper Scythe kill. White Bear's also going to fall in. Oh, Carter, he cannot man up against this appeal. Or maybe he can, actually. MP spawns the illusions. Going for the kill. He needs to run, though. Does have a Sunder back up. Not going to come into play there. They do finish off Medusa. She buys back immediately. Slaughter has to stay dead for another 70 seconds, meanwhile.
This reflection, actually. 8-second cooldown reflection is doing so much work. The Juggernaut killed himself like 75% to 25%. That is doing so much work. You hit the split shot on Medusa as well. I actually think Terrorblade's single-handedly like 1v5ing these people right now.
It's no doubt that MP on the Terrorblade is doing a lot of work. Reason why Immortals is able to come back in this game and trying to now secure it in their favor, but the buyback on Enchantress will prevent the base push. And again, by the way, the base is still all intact here for the Radiant side. I mean, all tier 3 towers are up, all the racks included. Meanwhile, on the other side, you got the top melee racks, and the middle set of racks has been destroyed from much earlier in the game. So again, Leviathan still has that inherent advantage, but they just haven't been unable now to win these fights moving forward. As you're getting at, just Terrorblade just seems so big. It's feeling almost impossible.
Yeah, the only one we've seen even near the base now is Monkey's Forever pushing out that bottom tower, but Immortals always keeping one person back defending against it. Like I said, there's just no rush for him. Forev still has so much to build, like, he's not even close to being maxed out. Metamorphosis Arcane Rune, or are they going to give it to QO? Probably better on QO.
Well, they better pick it up soon. Yeah, here we go, Puck. Lincoln's going to be taken off. Newsham jumps in. They jump on a QO. Sure enough, pops a Ghost Shroud, though. The Omni-Slash bounce around, goes over to the Vengeful Spirit. They will get him killed at least. That's a nice start right there, but Vengeful does buy back. Necropulse getting very low. The Dagon finishes him off. He buys back, though, himself. Now Nightstalker, the next target. The Impetus attack's going to finish him. Disruptor goes down. The Metaform is not up yet for the Terrorblade. So a big reason, perhaps, why this fight's going so horribly for Immortals. QO, though, comes back on the Reaper Scythe, takes out Slardar. Wasn't the actual Reaper Scythe kill, but still a kill nonetheless. And now the meta
goes down again.
Online, but yeah, the gem drop for Ev picks it right back up. Well, they're down 2 heroes, but with the meta for the Terrorblade, I think they're fine to fight if it calls for it.
And think about if Radiant had the bottom lane pushed in right now, they could take a super free Roche. Looks like they're still going for it. It might still be super free. If he doesn't get bashed.
Yeah,
oh
bashes
my
are
god,
pretty
he got
good.
bashed twice. He needs to like guard or tank this so he doesn't lose all the damage.
They get it. Picked up by BSJ right there. I think, yeah, Cheese picked up by Medusa. I'm not sure who got the shard. Looks like, oh, Juggernaut did.
I think double, yeah, might be best on him. Double ultimate might be the best move for him. We'll see. It's either him or Puck, I believe.
This is 4th Roshan kill. So the refresher shard again. Continuing to come into play. Scythe for Necrophos is coming along. So that's just even more control on the side of the Dire team. Terrorblades, he's 8th Moon Shard already. He actually, oh wow, he has refresher. We didn't even mention that yet.
I think he just got it. Refresher 4K, going for a BKB. He's actually going 8 slotted here.
Fresh for the meta.
He actually has such low cooldown. 5-second ulti, 8-second reflection. This guy can do it all.
But it's 140 seconds for meta form. But yeah, the refresher changed that. Use it right after. This this game is something, man. I mean, this continues to be a game of really either team can win this. And you look at the net worth chart. Not even knowing the teams or the status of the game, you would think, oh yeah, this Radiant team easily has this. I mean, that's not the case, though. This Terrorblade is just so fat so far in this game, and clearly they still have the capability of winning. But again, they have yet to actually break into the base here. Immortals, so.
I did like last fight, Whitebeard actually Hurricane Pike the Night Stalker, and it pushed him one up the Radiant side hill, and it pushed Febby up the Dire hill, so it's no uphill misses at all either, because they're both on different hills. I don't know, he does a ton of damage. This Enchantress actually is a big deal. They've been trying to focus her down. She's done a good job positioning herself.
Yeah, and she did get the Ancient Talent. I don't know if she has any agents right now. Oh, the top lane, that's right. The Thunder Hide up here.
Just pushing in lanes with it. That's what you should be doing. Keeping lanes pushed out while you're not in any trouble.
Nice. So level 25 for Enchantress. What is she looking at? She's almost there. Heal or impetus damage? Oh, for sure the damage. Right click, please. Puck, he'll be fine. Wonder, has anyone... Has Puck bought a Moonshard for anyone yet? I'm looking across. Doesn't look like it.
Nah, he just got the... He went the Dagon 5, which plenty of burst in. What did he give up for that? Yules. He got rid of his Yules.
Yules is not there
yet. That's strange. But Scythe, Dagon, I mean, if he gets picked off now before he gets that phase shift, he just dies. Yules is like a big proponent of being able to get Blink off again. He doesn't have it.
Terrorblade going to fall back from the top lane. You see the bottom push here. Medusa doing his best to get them interested in defending, but now he's going to fall back as realizes that's exactly what they're doing. Does Medusa really have a second butterfly queued up? Assume that's not
move speed. You get a bunch of move speed, obviously, and then, I mean, now that it's not that the MKB doesn't give no matter what guaranteed hits, it's decent. I don't want to say some stupid mechanic that I don't know about, like the stacking, so I won't, but I know it stacks in some variety.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. The Garter decides to ultimately go for or not. Juggernaut, he's still sitting on that Aegis, of course, as well as the Refresher Shard. And she's still in the backpack of Medusa right here, so.
They definitely, oh yeah, that Arcane Rune plus ulti on Stone Gaze, they want to get that going. They have to make some use of this Aegis, and look at that, BSJ's illusion. Oh my god. Look at it, it actually took him down 50%. That, reflection, so good late game. And it's already back up.
Yeah, you're right. So it's like Healing Ward heals him right back up, but then he can just do it again, and Healing Ward's now a 50-second cooldown, so. Yeah, it's not the easiest push right here by any means to try to finish this game if you're Leviathan. It definitely is a game. Here we go again. BSJ having to deal with that illusion. The crit's coming out. This time he's going to kite it. Stick around, so not as much damage. But it's like, what are they waiting for, right? It's because right now they're like not even moving forward. It's just simply the game of stalling.
I think they might just be waiting for top lane to push in very slowly. But it does because they got the melee racks.
That's true.
Double siege unit push. This is a good time to do it.
Yeah, they got middle as well as the top. Here we go. Jumping into the backlines. They jump on a QO. The Hex comes out immediately. Trying to finish him off quickly. Carter, Stonegaze coming in the front lines. MP, he is going to be stoned up right here as well as Febby in the midst of it. Nobody dead just yet. Juggernaut actually picked off, winning real deep right here. MP sitting on top, and then BSJ's in trouble. He's dead for 125 seconds. Buyback ready. But man, did he get deep right there. I'm guessing the swap happened to put him there in the first place. Carter, oh man, is he in trouble too?
No buyback, right?
He is dead and no buyback. You are right, 125 seconds. He is dead for.
You traded 2 cores for a tier 3. You know you're scraping the bottom of the barrel when you might think that's a good trade. An instant TP top by Necrophos. See how they push out all 3 lanes instantly.
And again, Terrorblade has another meta because he used the refresher already, so as soon as this meta wears off, he'll be able to activate it when it calls for monkeys. Okay, he's just kind of distracting him, trying to create space, I guess. Oh, he's going to be silenced up, though.
No Yules.
He should be fine, though. Yeah, he's, again, being a distraction here.
Radiant's
Definitely working. It's kind of slowing down this mid push, while the top push. Juggernaut, of course, is bought back.
There we go. Whitebeard doing the smart play. He takes control of the Terrorblade illusion and just pushes middle with it.
Oh yeah, good call.
Radiant's top tower has
I'm
fallen.
going to push that out there, but you do see the top lane now. Tier 2 tower dead. Metaform's going to be activated into the Tier 3 tower.
Buyback's up now.
Green Quell, buyback for Medusa, as you mentioned. X on a Necrophos. Burst, no, he gets the heal on up. He'll be fine for now, although Terrorblade, that's because he sundered him. Oh, and he got stunned right after. Terrorblade goes down because of that. He's dead for 95 with the buyback, but Cubo is going to be picked off nonetheless with an Omni Slash and Immortals. That did not go nearly as planned right there. Something stunned him as he sundered to save his teammate.
Sunders to save QO, and the nice jump by BSJ, and they're fine. Necro, it says he doesn't have buyback. He has it in 25 seconds, though, so they just have to wait and see. Bottom, oh. Where's the gem at?
A soldier's fortune.
Not close enough.
Refresher short still on BSJ.
Oh, true. Yeah, so he could Omni Slash in an upcoming fight here. Still 70 seconds, but if he wants to use it. Yep,
Necro buyback now up in 1, so full defense.
Here we go. 75 seconds for Necro, as I mentioned. Buyback just coming up, though. Medusa just charging in, going in. Stonegaze is going to be activated. There's that buyback on to QO. Yep, the Omni Slash going out because of the pressure, but it's going to be stopped, actually. Caught in the static over the kinetic field. BSJ in trouble. Remember, that would be a dieback if they can somehow catch him. Terribly running in with a reflection. So much damage from the illusions. QO, the Reaper Scythe locking down Slaughter. Eventually going to get the kill onto him, most likely. He can be the scapegoat right here for the team, but Medusa still standing her ground. She wants to fight this. Running back in at them. MP does not have the Metaform. That's why they want to fight this so much. Omni Slash away in the back lines. QO taking a lot of that damage. Eventually it's going to wear off, though, spitting on top of the Tier 4s. BSJ, did he get overcommitted to this? He's in trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down most likely. No buyback for him. They did clean up the racks, though. No Mega Creeps, remember, the top is still up. Garter, Sunder, no, he'll pour it out. He'll be fine. They lose
Monkeys
Enchantress as well.
Dire's top barracks are under
Mega
attack.
Creeps, can he get it?
He can do it. I think so.
He's got
Will
it.
it be enough?
One more. Okay, he gets it.
Top barracks has fallen.
So the Mega Creeps to spawn, but
now have
I mean, you're
Mega
right,
Creeps.
Grant. This is a game where Mega Creep comeback is possible, right?
Yeah, that was such a good push, though. The Enchantress has I mean, they can't really lose the game right now, but Immortals should try to do some damage, but they have to ping out top. That's the problem. Lane's always pushed in. Monkey's forever doing his job.
Had a bad start to this game, man, but definitely accomplishing a lot, especially in this late game.
Yeah, look, he cuts the creeps middle. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Stall their push. Terrorblade doing what he can at the top. Spawns the illusions.
I'll not be tamed that easily.
Has Metaform once again. Buyback, though. Enchantress. BSJ dead for 60 more seconds on that Juggernaut, but Medusa just going to aggressively stone gaze.
Because they have no creeps. That's such a smart play. He does that just to kill creeps so they can't backdoor. Still, the protection's off for now. They got in.
Metaform, here we go, tier 3, it's dropping. They also catch somebody, that's the QO Reaper Scythe, and that's Slaughter yet again that falls to it. He stayed there for 110 seconds. Medusa with no Stone Gaze, not nearly as intimidating. Refresher, by the way, popped by Terrorblade. They're going to go for tier 4, aren't they? I mean, do they go for Megas themselves or tier 4 here?
They can't. They have backdoor protection because that Stone Gaze play. So they're going to get this Rax, but it's going to take a lot longer. Juggernaut's up at 25.
Jeez. Medusa's kind of tickling them right now, but pops the BKB. It is enough of a distraction. You're right. That backdoor protection saves the day.
Forever. Yeah, this guy's saving him right now. Oh, he needs to be careful, though.
He got here. Scythe coming out. He should be fine.
Swap, but it's night. Oh, if this wasn't nighttime.
He's good. They're going to go for Roshan. He does have a second meta. It's going to wear off here. We'll use it right away. Just swing on melee form. Wants to save that for a push. Puck, no way. Okay. Yeah, the time is going to be off unless he just goes for the ballsy play right here. No, it's not worth it. Before Rev picks up the Aegis.
Dubu sitting with the double gems right now. None of them his.
Passing it around.
That's a big item. He's going to have it in 200 gold, though. The Aghanim's on Disruptor. No BKBs able to be used.
You're right, that's...
Or Mantas. Mantas and BKBs disabled.
Silencing everything, yeah. Gonna be a great catch. Good decision, though. Again, that Stone Gaze. The fact that they only got one melee Rax out of that is just insane. But again, it's another fight. If Immortals is able to win it, they could definitely run right down and finish this game in their favor. So Leviathan, they have to be careful about picking a fight, getting picked off themselves, of course, right now. Medusa did end up getting the double butterfly, by the way. So let's stack it.
You don't need boots now that agility gets move speed for agility heroes. Just like strength, I mean, just stack hearts and you'll never get disabled.
Illusion.
I mean, he's running at 316 though. He feels so slow right now, so sluggish. I guess he doesn't really need to run fast though. At this point.
Has Flutter. Moves the boots. Still has the boots of travel. Moves them in occasionally.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, doing some swapping here. I can appreciate that. I'm sure Terrorblade's doing a bit of that as well himself. Yeah, the refresher currently in his backpack. And he's going to swap it back in. So going back and forth. Remember, if it's in the backpack, it does slow down the cooldown the cooldown duration, that is. Gotta be careful having it there too long. Pipe on Night Stalker. Just trying to find things to kind of go. Actually, more level 25s. We really haven't. Vengeful, what did he end up getting? Magic Missile pierces spell immunity, so can now stun the BKB targets.
Smart, and he can, I believe it goes through Juggernaut spin too. That's how they got him under the tier 4s.
True. Oh yeah, that's really good this game. Crippling Fear cooldown for Night Stalker, minus 8 seconds.
They have so many low cool. The Crippling Fear and the Reflection, they actually can just high ground defend without like the natural high ground defenders.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, there we go. There's an item. That item, that's going to be some big damage now on Enchantress. She is going to be going nuts. Now you definitely want to get her that Moon Shard.
Yeah, and you know, with that in mind, though, speaking of level 25, I was actually pretty confident we were going to see the impetus damage from her, but she gets the Nature's Attendance heal instead. That level 25 talent. Even the support heal that it brings, the survivability. Over a little bit more damage, I guess. Figures it's already hitting hard enough.
They know where Puck's at. Can they find him, though?
No, he's in the area. Don't know exactly where, and he's good. That was
already
close.
Bottom pushing. Look at now, they're like, oh, what the hell? Venge boots of travel, too.
Yeah, 65 minutes in almost. Everyone's going to be having those.
This could be a break, yeah. Hope you already ate dinner, because there's going to be no breaks between these next games and series.
We're gonna go right into it, yeah, if it happens. Again, right now, Leviathan trying to force a third game. Immortals trying to finish it here, but definitely had to put money on a team winning this one at this point. Obviously, Leviathan looking great, but man, with how this game has gone and just on paper what we see, it's just, this is not over. This could be a comeback here for Immortals with the Mega Creeps. And Puck, again, if they find him, he does have a buyback. It's a good start, though, Lincolns. They'd have to get that off first. It's just so slippery.
He is. Look at him. They just can't find him. This guy's quick fingers. He's like, I'm the only reason these lanes are being pushed. I can't die. Is he gonna go or is he faking him out? Oh, he went. And they got vision of him.
Well, they kind of do. Yeah, because again, they're just spending so much time trying to catch him.
Behold!
You gotta just really wonder if it's even worth it. All that time investment. Considering he does have the buyback as well. So here we go, top push from Leviathan.
Monkeys did. The puck bought him a moon shard.
Yep, Juggernaut
Gary
has
gave
it.
it to him. So got Boots Trail 2, Moon Shard still has buyback, and I don't know, this Enchantress is actually so scary. No uphill butterfly misses, pure impetus damage, and that attack speed. Damn. 0.43 with impetus.
Gotcha.
This sustains. Gold remains.
If we ever see a fight again, I'll be pumped.
I'm with you there, man.
Yeah.
It has been, I mean, overall, it's definitely been a very slow game as far as action's concerned. But 66.5 minutes, I mean, understandable. At this point now, where both teams are just so cautious in what they want to do. I mean, the Aegis, obviously, if you're on this Radiant side, waiting for the Aegis to, there you go. Be reclaimed. Bottom?
Middle,
Oh!
or bottom, I bet.
Yeah, Kyo got heavy bursted there, but he heals on up. They catch him. They got puck finally. All right, so does he buy back right away, or are we going to wait here?
I think you just save it so that next, if, I don't know, actually, you might just buy back to do the cooldown, but, I mean, the quicker you buy back, the longer cooldown is next time, so I guess you just have to wait it out, hopefully not waste it. They're just waiting for Roche anyways.
That was a Reaper Scythe kill, so.
Damn, look at this. He is actually completely 9-slotted on Terrorblade now.
Sure is.
Legitimate 9-slot.
BKB, Refresher, and Diffusal all in the backpack.
I guess 10 with Moonshard.
Yeah, technically.
Oh, and there go. Oh, I love it. The late game smoke gank that wasn't scouted out. Oh, unless they saw that. That Ward might have scouted out him making that illusion.
If they were watching the area, yeah. They didn't ping it, so. Oh, boy. Are they going to try to go through the back door? I guess that could be their play. Maybe they creep it down here.
Oh, here we go.
You're right. There we go. The fine engagement. Medusa pops a BKB immediately. Stone Gaze hitting a couple of heroes. Vengeful Spirit caught in the midst of it. She's probably going to die right off the bat. Gets forced out the way. Good for now. Meanwhile, Omnislash jumping around to multiple heroes. Dubu included. Forev running away, trying to take some targets. QO. He's now absorbing some himself, but he's going to be bursted down eventually right here. Feels like, let's see, some kind of heal. No, he does not. In the backlands, MP. He's trying to figure out what to do. He has a meta coming up soon with a Refresher, but he chooses not to use it. He ends up dying because of this. Again, he has a buyback, so does Necro, but they lose Vengeful and the Disruptor. They're going to lose Febby most likely in this fight. So they kill Juggernaut, but triple kill for Monkeys.
And some buildings go down in the base, too. Slowly getting that unhealable damage up.
Unhealable.
They have to be careful here, though, as Leviathan. Like, you feel good. Oh, man, we just won that fight, but no buybacks from the other people. They don't know that yet.
Yeah, again, that was really unfortunate there in the fight, too, but Terrorblade 30 seconds on the meta, and he had a Refresher ready, but it was that case of, like, does he really want to use it for that fight that wasn't really the greatest start, so he held off.
Sieging the tower down. I like this. There's one.
Dire's middle tower has
Tier
fallen.
4 MP, trying to figure out how to play this. And he has 2 metas. Scythe, okay, well, there we go. 1 meta's used. And the auto attack spawns the illusions.
My sprites are
Doing plenty of
with us.
damage to Garter right here.
It's a double butterfly.
Evasion kicking in, and he heals on up. He's going to be fine for now. In fact, MP getting turned on. He needs to be careful. He dies. That's the dieback. That's probably the game. He is going to die in game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Leviathan forcing it. 70-minute victory. What a game by them.
Man, Garter had so much farm, but I mean, the reason they got their new Shams, I mean, just that jump by Roshan with the 4-man stun into the huge gaze, Whitebeard's farm, and overall, like, getting the chicken kill early, buying them time. I don't know, supports did so much work for Leviathan this game. I love seeing supports being able to do that much work. Overall, I mean, no one played bad on Leviathan at all. Like, when BSJ, I would say he probably played the worst out of everyone, and he did not play bad. That's a good sign going into Game 3.
Yeah, I mean, the early game was pretty bad for Monkeys, but again, you could argue he was a late game MVP at that point with what he was doing. So
he was always in the right spot. That's tough. That's tough knowing like what to do as a late game. You always have to have a lane pushed down. He was always top or bottom, keeping it pushed out so they couldn't just push in middle.
All right, game number 3. Leviathan versus Immortals. See who moves on to the finals of the Summit A NA qualifiers. Definitely can see this one going either way, especially after a game like that. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Grant. Stay tuned, guys. Game 3 coming up next. We'll be right back.